So the L7 Crew has historically been one of Landmaster's more popular models, and one of the reasons is because that longer wheelbase really does give you a nice plush ride. So it's one of our smoothest riding UTVs. It's also one of our quietest riding UTVs with that engine in the back of the vehicle and the driver and passenger just further up away from that engine noise. So it's a great model if you need something really smooth riding but also want a little bit less noise, and if you've got multiple passengers you want to carry. So standard, you can carry up to 4 passengers, but you can always add on our flip seat, which will add 2 more passengers, giving you a total capacity of 6 passengers. Before I get into some of the additional features with the engine and some other key things that came out in 2023 on the performance side, I want to talk about some of the other features just visibly right when you walk up to the vehicle. So one of the things you'll notice right away is just some of the new branding elements. This thick aluminum plated American flag says proudly made in Indiana, USA. Really nice touch. Some other things is our new reflective decals. So with the model names, those are going to be reflective. If you get the Untamed model, you're going to get black reflective. If you get some of our standard models, it's going to be white reflective material there. On the bed as well, you've got large branded Landmaster, also reflective material, and then on the back of the bed, you've got the large Landmaster bird that's also reflective. What's nice about that is it not only gives the vehicle a new design, look and feel, it also serves as a safety device at night if you're driving on the roads. Car headlights really reflect off that so they can see you driving. Alright, so when you walk up to the vehicle, any vehicle from Landmaster that goes over 24 miles an hour, it's going to be equipped standard with these side safety nets. Works really easy, very similar to how a seatbelt operates. You push the button, you can easily get in. The straps up here can be adjustable, so if it's too tight or too loose, that can always be easily adjusted. And then you just click it right in, and it protects you from if you're going around a turn, just a little added safety net there over your shoulder. The other thing with these nets is they can be easily disassembled. If you get mud on them and you need to hose them off or power wash them, very similar to a backpack strap. Just loosen these up, the net comes right off, you can wash it and then put it right back on the vehicle. If your vehicle does not go 24 miles an hour, so the L5, the L4, you can always purchase these nets separately if you'd like to add them to your vehicle. One of the really cool features that came out in 2022 with the Crew models is the large underseat storage tub. So in the front seats, you can pop that seat open and you've got a really big space under here, hidden from the outside world, so they really can't see what's in there. If you've got valuables or tools or bags, small coolers, they can easily fit right in there. And that's one of the things with the Landmaster that we're always trying to look for, is how can we get more storage into these vehicles. So that's one really cool way that we were able to integrate that into the model. Another thing, as I pop into the vehicle now, we'll go over some of the features. So now that we're sitting inside the vehicle, one of the things you'll notice right away is the nice contoured seats that we have. All marine grade quality, so you can wash these, you can get mud on them, clean them, and they're not going to dry rot or anything like that. So really good marine grade quality seat and weather sealed, so it holds up really good out in the outside elements. Some of the other basic features, when you turn on your key, you're going to have a couple things light up here. Obviously you can see really bright LED headlights. If you got your headlights off, it's going to turn off your backlit switches up here. But you will have some things up here indicating I need to get my seatbelt on. If I've got any troubleshooting with my engine or my oil, that's going to light up there as well. If I do flick my lights on, my backlit switch is up here for any accessories I have installed. The standard option that you'll have is just this 4-wheel drive on-demand switch. If you've got any other accessories like a winch or a plow, one of our other light kits, those switches would be up there as well. With the on-demand 4-wheel drive, how that operates is I can actually leave that switch engaged into four-wheel drive, and the vehicle will continue to drive in two-wheel drive mode. Once the rear wheels sense some sort of slippage, then it will push power to the front, and you'll be driving in four-wheel drive mode then. With the four-wheel drive system in this vehicle, it's all on demand, so I can actually push that and engage four-wheel drive, and it's still going to drive in two-wheel drive until that rear wheel system senses some sort of slippage. So let's say you're driving in snow or mud. Once those back wheels start to slip, then it's going to send the power to the front of the vehicle, and then you'll be in four-wheel drive mode. What's nice about that is, I can stay in four-wheel drive mode, and the vehicle will automatically put me into that four-wheel drive system if I need it. But when I'm not, it's going to still stay in two-wheel drive to conserve fuel, and also to prevent me tearing up grasses if I'm driving on grass. The Crew models also come standard with power steering. So that makes it really easy to turn your vehicle. Without power steering, I'll turn the key off here. You can see it's just really tight. So it's really important with this model to have power steering, and that's why it's standard. Really makes it a lot better driving experience for the user. Up here's the parking brake. It's really a good spot to have the parking brake. On some of the older Landmaster models, it used to be down here. This is a lot better just ergonomically. The best way to engage it is you're going to push the brake, pull back that handle, and then it really locks all four wheels together to give you a nice, good emergency brake system. With the new 2023 models that just got released in January, we did do a redesign of the pedals. So you've got a little bit more curve to these pedals, giving you better comfort when you're driving. You got it on the brake pedal and the gas pedal. So now I'm going to show you the engine. I've got this light here to help you see a little bit better. Back seat just flips up, nice and easy. Really makes it easy to work on these machines. So if you're mechanically savvy, you definitely can work on these easily at home. If not, we've got dealers across the US to help do any maintenance on the engine. Right here, you've got the fuel gauge on top of your gas can. What's recommended from Landmaster is actually not to go all the way to the full line. You want to leave it a little bit under just for their specs. The Vanguard 627cc motor's right here. You've got your remote air cleaner here. You can easily take that off, check it for dust, any debris, and clean that frequently per the owner's manual specs. Again, one thing we've thought about here is how can we incorporate more storage on the Landmaster vehicles. And one area that comes in handy is this pocket right here built into the seat surround. Really is nice for putting some extra storage and supplies. If you've got books or manuals or small tools, they can fit in there nice and easy. Very unique to the UTV market is these side jumper terminals. So if you're in a situation where your battery ever is dead, let's say you left the lights on, or you left it over the winter and it's not starting up, this makes it really easy to jump your battery. You don't have to take the hood off, you don't have to get underneath your vehicle. Just hook your terminal cables up there, jump it, and it'll start right up. You've also got a nice bungee pocket here for a phone or a wallet or any other small device. Holds your phone nice and secure, especially if you're out trail riding or on some bumpy roads. It's not going to pop out of there. Above, you've got two cup holders, but it can also serve as some additional storage if you've got small tools, screwdrivers, other small little pieces of equipment you need to put in there, screws if you're working on something. It's nice, just additional storage there. Okay, so one of the other big selling points that makes the L7 Crew a popular vehicle is the Landmaster proprietary suspension system. So let's go into that right now. I'm going to show you that. I've got my light here so you guys can see really well. So one of the reasons people love the Landmaster Ride and Feel is because of the LROS suspension system. So that stands for Landmaster Ride Optimization Suspension System. And what it does, it really combines what a lot of the power sport vehicles have in their suspension system into more of a utility vehicle. And it makes the ride really unique because you get a true multi-purpose UTV that you can use for trail riding, you can use it for work tasks, you can use it to drive around the lake. But most utility vehicles out there are primarily just for utility and work applications. This vehicle, you can really take it on some trails, have some fun, but then also if you've got some heavy duty tasks to do around your property or your farm, it's well equipped to do that. These shocks are called dual rate shocks, and how they work is basically there's two springs in here, and I'm not going to go into too many technical specifics, but as you load more things in your bed, this suspension system helps not compromise your ride quality. So in a lot of vehicles out there, the more weight you put in the bed, the softer or the more your ride is going to squat down, and that jeopardizes your ride quality. What Landmaster's done here is we've designed it so you can haul a lot in your bed without compromising your ride quality. Additionally, on the suspension system, you've got two trailing arms, one on each side. These are designed really to help when you're going around a turn at a higher speed. Really helps smooth out that turn so you're not swaying the vehicle too much where it feels like you're going to tip over. So this really helps balance the ride out and give you an ultimate smooth experience when you're going around a tight corner. So let's talk about some of the typical capacities and specs that you guys are probably interested in knowing about the vehicle. Number one, the suspension travel. You're going to get about 8 inches of clearance both on the front and the rear suspension, which is typically, right at the industry level for a utility vehicle. So now let's go to the bed, and we'll talk about some of the bed hauling capacities and the towing capacities. So as far as bed capacities go, you've got really two options. With the standard suspension system, the L7 Crew, it's going to haul up to 600 pounds. If you get the HD, the heavy duty suspension, you can add 200 pounds on top of that, which gives you 800 pounds of bed payload capacity. As far as towing capacity, standard 1500 towing capacity, you've got front and rear hitch receivers. So if you've got to pull a trailer with some equipment on it, very doable for the L7 Crew. One of the things that makes Landmaster really different from some of the other UTV manufacturers out there is a lot of the customization that you can do to your UTV. And one of the things you get to choose from is over 3 different bed options, the poly bed, a steel bed, or the flip seat steel bed. The poly bed is a good option. It comes standard with your model. It's going to be a rust preventative bed. It's quieter than steel, but it is smaller. So if you need a little bit more space for hauling mulch, stone, or equipment, this bed right here, the steel bed, is a really good option. You're going to get about 40% more space and capacity to put material in your bed. So it's a good option. It does cost about $800 to upgrade to this bed type. Third, you can get the flip seat option where you can add 2 passengers to your vehicle, and that option is going to be shown in another video, but really good solution. It's a really popular bed option. You can add 2 passengers, but you can also flip it to a steel bed to haul equipment in. So it can flip back and forth. It's a really good feature. You guys should check it out. All of our beds are dumpable. There's latches on each side. You simply pull up and you can dump it, just like that. The other cool feature about these beds is they are really easy to swap out. So let's say you wanted to buy the poly bed and the steel bed. The bolts right here can easily be removed. There's just clevis pins on each side. They pop out right here. Pull the pins out, and then you can swap your bed out really easily. Now, if you need a really super duty bed, we do offer a model called the L7 Pro. That's going to give you about a 6-foot long steel bed, and it also has a electric actuated dump. So by the push of a button, your bed will tip up and be able to dump whatever, if you've got a big, large bed load of mulch, it's a really good option for you. So that's the beds that Landmaster offers. Now let's go into some of the other features. So being an American-made manufacturer, at Landmaster, we really do try to source quality components, especially in the key areas of the vehicle. So down here in the front, especially where a lot of debris and stuff can get up in here, you've got rust-proof fasteners and all sealed ball joints here, the same ones that Ram uses in their 1500 pickup truck. One of the coolest features about all of the Landmaster product is the chassis. It's all built right here in Columbia City, Indiana. We take the raw steel, it's bent, fabricated, welded, and powder coated all in our facility here in Northeast Indiana. So you've got quality American sourced steel components. A lot of your foreign product can be blended steels, which can jeopardize the strength of the material. American sourced steel is typically your strongest type of steel that you're going to get. What's also really neat about these vehicles is the all steel floorboards and the firewall. Okay, a lot of the other products out there, you're going to have plastic floorboards or plastic firewalls, and that can allow a lot of debris, especially like rocks or hard sticks, to poke through your floorboards over time. Especially if you're doing a lot of trail riding or you're in an area that's got a lot of harsh conditions underneath. But with the Landmaster chassis, strong ROP certified roll cage system, and then you've also got really good strong structure on the floor to prevent any damage to your vehicle. So I've talked a lot about the standard features in the L7 Crew. Let's talk real quick about pricing. The price is going to vary between the L7 and the L7 Crew. It's going to be a little bit more, but if you need to haul, if you're going to be hauling a family or extra passengers frequently, the L7 Crew is definitely what you're going to want to have. So now let's go into some of the upgradable options that you can get on any of our Landmaster vehicles. This vehicle is equipped with the Untamed package. You're going to get custom powder coat paint right from the factory. You get to choose. You can choose between desert tan or a forest green color. Really an ideal setup for hunters, outdoor enthusiasts, or if you really just kind of like this look and feel. So beyond just the custom color, you're going to get some additional accessories included right from the factory. Front hood rack, heavy duty bumper, so you get a little bit more of a brush guard here. A 3,000 pound winch with a nylon rope. And then you're also going to get CV boot guards on each side of the front of the vehicle. And finally in the back, you're going to get a dual gun rack, and I call it a dual gun rack / tool rack, because really it can serve to hold shovels, other tools, axes. Also, if you're a gun enthusiast or hunter, you can put your guns up there. It can also be taken down and actually mounted on your bed if you need something more horizontal for tools or your guns. So that's pretty much it for the Untamed, but really Landmaster's got over 30 accessories, wheel options, different hood color options. You can see all of those online. You can customize and build your vehicle right online. I would encourage you, go online to our builder, build the L7 Crew the way you like it, and then send that to your nearest dealer. You can do it all online, or you can call us and we'll help you find your dealer so you can go test drive one today. Thanks a lot guys for joining, and thanks for watching.